YouTube, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Justice coming back at y'all with another energy read, another YouTube collective read. I hope this finds y'all at a clarifying time of your day. Remember, all likes, comments, shares, and subscribes are so very appreciated. Remember, energy is timeless. That's what I was really meaning. But if you're new here, welcome to the Soul Fam. Always, I appreciate all my day ones so much. I appreciate all if you're new here too. Ain't no favoritism, not too much, just a little bit of favoritism towards my day ones. But I really appreciate every single one of y'all tuning in to me. I hope this finds y'all at a resonating time. Running a membership program. If you're interested, check that out. I'm going to start being more consistent. We're going to take this cord that fell out. Without further ado, let's go and get started. Ancestors of the highest white light, please bestow upon me. Angels of the highest white light, please remove any distorted energy from any past readings. As I clearly channel clear and concise channel messages from my divine collective. Something about masculine energy, empowerment. Many are manifesting as we speak. So masculine energy. So protecting your feminine, man or woman. Queen of Swords energy confirms that. That was the first card that fell out earlier. Queen of Swords speaks to a tactful mind, man or woman. A tactful mind in terms of the chessboard. In terms of the emotional motives and the hidden motives of the environment around it, and what that context to the situation brings. So the Queen of Swords is very tactful, very composed, very straight on, and very strategic. They hit when they hit. Don't speak too much. That's what somebody's energy is in right now. So I don't know why that was being highlighted for me to go into. I completely explained the Queen of Swords. Many are manifesting you as we speak. So somebody is like on point. People perceive this to be intimidating is how I'm getting it. Two of Pentacles energy. So you may put people in a stalemate or make people think. Somebody makes people ponder based on either their energy, how they speak to them, or their assertiveness, something about that. Because this Queen of Swords energy is giving me assertive energy. With content creator, influencer, there's something about your auric field either meaning to be or meant to be presented to others, or you present yourself to others through the public eye. I could be talking to a lot of influencers. Could be talking to a Libra energy with the Justice energy following out. Either way, there's some type of fairness that somebody walks in. I think somebody's a very fair person. I don't know why that's being, highlighted to me. But the full energy, there's something about somebody having unfair past times, that was so general. I don't like that. Everything you lost is returning back to you 10 times. That still confirms the message, though, the energy I was feeling. So somebody explain past events. What is this energy? The full energy followed by everything you lost is returning to you tenfold. So some type of new path, some type of new breakthrough, some type of new pathway is opening for somebody. Could be that can manifest itself. I'm speaking on an energetic timeline level. So of course take what resonates in reality. I'm gonna hope to confirm a little more, but everything you lost is returning back to you, followed by a full energy. That means a new beginning that's going to restore you. Somebody's reaching restoration or some type of exodus, rejuvenation. So maybe this could include for a few people you're coming out of a dark period in your time, that kind of energy. Or it doesn't have to be a dark period. You just could be progressing into a much lighter period. But everything you lost returning back to you tenfold can represent a lot of things. I'm hearing material loss. So this could be somebody, it doesn't have to be money, but I'm getting money though. You're in alignment with your desires. What are those desires? So there's some type of new beginning that I'm being confirmed that is somebody's desire, whether it's a new direction, new person, new whatever that is. It's a new direction that is in somebody's kind of on an esoteric theme is how I'm getting this energy. It's like this energy is feeling into. Confirm on this energy really quick, because I don't even want, it's not coming out right. With distorted femininity, there's something about me jumbling my words and not really getting the message out clear. So maybe I can interpret that as like, maybe the pathway isn't so clear for somebody, but they know where they want to go or something like that. Maybe the pathway is just not clear to them. Knight of Pentacles, there's something about efficiency for reward. Knight of Pentacles is usually somebody that works hard for their money, or like labor. It can represent labor, so a job. This could represent a job for somebody. Distorted femininity, confirm on that. Connections to ancient Egypt. It's almost like ancient, we can take that. But on a soul level, there's something that getting past life history with that. Or like past life history could represent even this incarnation. Like past life, so a past life could still be you, a different version of you before a karmic cycle that you ascended out of. You know what I mean? Like it will still be, some spiritual people still consider that a past life. It's a different cycle of yourself. You're not embodying the same frequency. Why am I saying that? I'm saying this to say, because the Nine of Pentacles, distorted femininity and connections to ancient Egypt, it's almost like somebody's being realigned to their destined path that they've already set seed for or set some type of effort toward previously. And I don't know what that means for somebody. With spiritual mastery, this is exactly what I'm getting, though. Like, past life history. That's weird, because I couldn't take the energy no other way. Like, it didn't make no sense. With Knight of Pentacles, there's something that you did or have done before, whatever that is, in terms of good karma coming back to somebody. That's kind of what I was getting from the everything is returning back to somebody tenfold. There's some type of work you did that's coming back around in terms of good karma. That's what I'm getting. There's something about big dick energy. There's something about masculine energy. There's something about isolation saved your life. Man or woman, there's something about space that you needed to hear from source. A lot of times you get those isolation periods. I had a family member tell me before, like, isolation is not, that's not of God. God won't isolate you. I remember, I forgot, but that one right there, I don't know if somebody I'm tapping into needed to hear that message, or if you got gaslit by that, or you was told that was like, whatever. But a lot of times people think they hear from source and they don't. You know when you'll hear from source. It's totally different from anything else. But I'm getting from this, like, isolation may have helped somebody hear their true north node. And when I say true north node, their true soul's voice, their higher self, heard from the Most High, heard from their angel, or heard from source itself. Like I said, it can manifest itself in so many different ways. But this is what I'm talking about. There's something from your past that you put in that is being brought back to the surface right now. And I'm getting past life history. I can't really like not say it. I just don't really understand it myself fully. But people are in regret for how they treated you. So people definitely, God, it's like that, almost like my first original reading. Like God hid you for a reason. Like something about somebody's been hidden. And because of some type of karma that's over their life. So that can manifest itself in an accruance of great things, fortune, a high calling, a leader. I could be speaking to a leader. I'm getting there. That people did not see at first. Maybe you were masked in some insecure boy or girl, like growing up or something, or like even a man, like man or woman. But like amidst other people, that's how they viewed you, or that's the context of how people saw you. I'm trying to get this energy out because it's interesting energy. It's difficult. It's kind of complex, but what I'm saying is somebody may have been hidden for the protective purpose of not revealing everything that was gonna like be over their life. I mean, like revealing energetically what was gonna be transparently felt and seen by other people. So somebody was hidden for their own good because of the amount of envy, hatred, or the amount of attacks that would have went on somebody's life. Thank you. That's the one right there. Divination abuser. You may have somebody stalking you. So when I started awakening, I'm gonna use myself as an example. When I started like acting differently towards where I was indoctrinated, or differently from where I was indoctrinated to act. And so everybody that grew up with me, I was pretty popular. A lot of people know me, still know me from my city. So this is like watching me, some of these people watch me, it's kind of traumatizing. It's a little different. It's a little altering for them because it's so different. Saying this to say, when I started awakening, I had a lot of people stalking me. I had a lot of people watching me, tapping into my devices. I had a lot of people sending people to watch me, sending people to talk to me, to send back to them for information. Things like that became very much like a system. So I'm getting the same energy for somebody, right? That you may be watched heavily because people may not, like when they stop understanding you, when they can't put two and two together in terms of a cohesive ideology about you, then that's when the devil energy comes out of people because they want to search for answers. So this may be for somebody specifically that has a lot of either taboo information, hidden knowledge, or something of that nature. That's why this energy came out the way it did. It was so odd. But devil energy, maybe people thought you were odd. Maybe that oddness, the mystique. If there's a mystique about your energy that pushes the devil energy out of other people because they want to understand. And a lot of times that Where's Waldo energy is coming back to me. A lot of times that can bring out the worst sides of people. That obsession. Scorpio energy. I could be talking to a Scorpio. My Scorpio's in Venus. So it's an interesting one. I just threw that out there. But Knight of Swords, this represents somebody standing their own ground. This is, and I'm also getting from a higher level, you having spiritual protection. A lot of times, like when I said I was awakening, I could have awakened earlier or prior to, but that wouldn't have been meant. You know what I mean? It had to build and cultivate through experiences that had me tap in deeper within myself until I kind of became more and more aware on a subconscious level of what I really was embodying. And this is significant for somebody because a lot of times subconsciously we could be enacting from a version of ourselves, like from school, for instance. That school system, 12 years of school, it's a system that can still remark onto your subconscious mind, something about that. Maybe not even a school system, maybe the family you grew up in, maybe some certain things. It can indoctrinate certain things that may be getting in the way of what your soul came here to push out, right? Sometimes we get things, and a lot of times this world puts things in our brains, but that's not where the central of our intelligence is. It's the receiver. A lot of times we don't look at it like that. The brain's the receiver. It's not the originator. It's not none of that. It's a receiver. It's a transmuter. It's a transmitter of energy. It's a computer. And that's what somebody needs to understand. Or that's what somebody understood. There's something about deeper hidden knowledge that has to be expressed through the soul and out. And sometimes that head being stuck in that head, or things being stuck in that head, indoctrinations, learnings, ways of life, can have us stuck here like a big ass airhead, right? That's significant because that's exactly how the energy I'm getting. They try to form smear campaigns in groups and still weren't successful. So you may have had people that, let's go back to the weird energy. Like, people may have felt like you were a weirdo. I've dealt with this personally, and this is how I'm just saying this so comfortably. Like, I don't want to call nobody a weirdo. I don't think, you feel me? Like, you may be different though. And I always say it myself. I don't know how other people, I don't want to call a motherfucker weird and they feel weird about that. But people have called me weird a lot of times that I just kind of like, they don't call me weird. It's like that energy. You can tell when somebody looks at you different. And I'm getting that kind of energy. But like embrace and be like, yeah, I'm a little odd. Like I be thinking to myself sometimes, like, I'm a little odd, a little different. But that could be the same kind of things in terms of what people started to like spread about you. I think it put, in certain situations, certain climates, context of my own situation, I'm getting the same energy here for somebody, that it pushed people to start spreading half-truths, turn into lies, stirring shit up. And then they got a whole different story than what was originally accrued, of course. Because it can be believable if you're mysterious, or if you're this, or if it's not known about you, people start jumping to shit. And then they start building it together, building stories together. I know all of this shit too, but I'm picking up on this energy. They doubt and antagonize you only because you don't want them to be better. Only because they don't want you to be better than them. Three of Pentacles energy, people that collaborated to make you feel weird about yourself. You're shifting timelines rapidly. There's something about, these are the very resistance points that are going to lead you within yourself. Those people that come at you personally, those people that stalk you, or those people or the things, the circumstances that push you that much within, that's the activation. And that's something you got to be grateful for. Because I would have never activated this far without some of my closest people either betraying me or looking at me different, or either me changing, saying things to them, doing things that literally pushed me and detoured me. It's not about people being wrong or right. I've been wrong a lot of times in my life, and I'm gonna just say that straight up. Like, just like that comment came back to my head, like somebody told me, like, you're always right. It's like, hell no. Not always, you know what I'm saying? That came back to my head, but like, on some real shit, I've been wrong so many times, but in those wrongs, it detoured me to finding something right about myself. That's something for somebody. Like, those detours, those resistance points, especially in these situations, especially when you got when you feel different, you don't really know how to express that difference. You don't know how to express that gift. You don't know where it is. You don't really know how to do it. You don't really know where it is, but you have a blueprint somewhere. You feel it in your soul. You can't prove it though. But those people, the doubters, the haters, the non-believer, whatever, the bullshit. Some people on my channel, I be seeing in the comments getting bullied, bro, for like differences that they got. You know, but those are really the things that push you further within. Those are the things that push you further in yourself in terms of a groundedness within yourself. In terms of like, you get to a point when you're going within so much that you know yourself. It's just home, you know what I mean? And that's the point. That's what you want to get to. When attacks are being sent out, to still remain in home, right? In base. root chakra may be significant. I could be speaking to an artist that needs to share his or her art. I was telling a personal the other day, shout out Crystal. Shout out Crystal if you're watching this. You need to share your art. Both crystals, actually, K crystal, the K crystal and the C crystal. It's both. Both of y'all. I was telling both of y'all. But share your art. You know what I mean? Put it out there, take the risk, take the shot, share it with somebody, do it with somebody, because you don't know how somebody will react to it. And you don't know from that nuance what you'll get from a nuance. And when I say a nuance can present itself in a situation that you may not expect nothing from, like an interaction, networking opportunity, or whatever that is. It can inspire you. Even if they react negatively, even if they react positively, it can inspire you to do something else that you wouldn't have thought before. A lot of this time with artistry, it's really about exchange. Artistry is a lot about exchange. And a lot of people look for validation in those exchanges. But if you look for the lesson or the esoteric themes in those exchanges and you're the artist and you're putting those out, you're going to do nothing but evolve, right? That's why a lot of artists collaborate, because it is an evolution thing. And that could be big for somebody to need, kind of like people that are either resonating with their soul frequency or something of what they're doing. With the Empress energy confirming, like, man or woman, I'm speaking to some type of creative, some type of sensual artist-like energy. Or there's something that you're very flowing with time, with sound, something about sound. So music could be significant. Sound frequencies could be significant for meditation. I always say it, or I don't always say it, but I want to say it right here in this one, the chakra frequencies. I want some people that catch this message, that feel aligned to this one, of course, to go check out some frequency vibrations to meditate to, or to sleep to. I sleep to these frequency meditation kind of things on YouTube. But you're a god or goddess energy. It amplifies the height, or it amplifies, the height of my higher self kind of like activating through me. And what I'm saying by that, the frequencies, I got it from ancient Egypt teachings, because they use frequencies to manipulate objects or manipulate the weights of objects, thus being the reason, like a lot of people, I've said this in a previous reading, like with the pyramids, for example, they had that type of technology to bend, or they knew exactly how to bend vibration through sound. And I learned that in 2020, and that helped me with my anxiety back then. And I used to listen to frequencies, chakra frequencies, every night. I still do it because it helps me with my anxiety, and also helps you to resonate with the natural attunings of the earth. Music, for example, is a whole different example. I just probably may go in a rabbit hole in this one, but it's just a lot of information. Music, for example, the natural attuning of instruments are not naturally attuned to the vibration, or a natural, like, what am I trying to say? It's distorted. The natural tuning of instruments are distorted in comparison to the vibration of the planet. If you look up the natural tuning to instruments, they're at 440 hertz. That is not that's not normal. I mean, it's not a natural frequency is what I'm saying. It's a distorted frequency. That's the songs that's playing on the radio every day. That's the songs that's playing. It's in that same frequency. Instruments are naturally attuned to this. 432 is a more natural number. This was also discussed, and this was changed after World War II as well. Look into this for somebody, because this may lead you to a big rabbit hole of a lot of things. Like the Nazis, they are the ones who brought the different types of frequency introductions of 440 hertz. And if you know about Nazis, they were about mind control. That's all I'm going to say with that. But ancestors always with you. There's something about, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down the line with the actual the chakra frequencies. There's something about somebody listening to some chakra frequencies to kind of, and it also amplifies your connection to source and with your spirituality, in terms of like what you sense. So we're going to start off with the root chakra. The root chakra is a sense of security, or your sense of the 3D realm. It can represent so many things. I'm not going to go into that. But your root chakra frequency is 396 hertz. Look into the 396 hertz. That 288 hertz also represents maybe the sacral and the root. 256 is 256 hertz is root chakra. 288 is sacral chakra. 288 hertz. 417 hertz is also sacral chakra. Solar plexus is 528 hertz. There's another one that I'm thinking of. But also with heart chakra, 639 hertz. Look up 639 hertz. With the throat chakra, look up 741 hertz. Look up with your third eye, with your intuition, look up 852 hertz. And with the crown chakra, look up 963 hertz. As you can see, there's a lot of 3, 6, and 9s in those kind of frequencies, which is what Nikola Tesla back then, I said this in a previous video. Look into him too. A lot of information I'm dropping in this one. Because somebody I'm tapping into an ancient ass person or something like that, ancient soul. But look into, well, I guess I'm being guided to end it on that. Look into those chakras though. Nurture your inner child at this time. So somebody, like, the key to continuously going within yourself, the key to continuously finding home within self is through love and forgiveness, through love and acceptance. Your inner child has to feel loved and accepted for it to come out. Think about a child. Think about a little kid. This is important for somebody to access those deeper parts of self. You got to let those deeper, intimate parts of yourself to feel comfortable to express its vulnerability to come out, right? With the Hierophant energy, this is that authority that you take by healing. This is the authority you take by going within. This is the authority you take by going in and affirming to your inner child that you're safe, you're protected, you are secure. You don't understand. Sometimes we don't understand. Not you don't understand. Sometimes we don't understand as a people how much like that can really help us. How much we need that emotional intimacy within ourselves. And sometimes ain't nobody gonna give it to us better than us ourselves. And it's not a bad thing, it's not a shady thing, it's not nothing like that. It's a self-love thing. And this is for somebody with a very flowing energy, fertility popping out with the Four of Swords that needs to restore their energy or has been working to restoring their energy or restoring their connection with source or has been going in terms of that kind of trajectory. This was a lot of ancient information in this one. A short woman may be significant. Could be talking to a short woman. Either way, there's something about a vision, a goal that either God has placed over somebody's life. It's a strong vision, strong goal. Somebody who's very strongly ambitious or strongly knowing or intuitive in terms of like seeing something. Somebody could be, when you see things, premonitions? Like somebody may see premonitions. I've never channeled that before. Share your gifts, confirming some type of gift of sort. You may have triggered in men or women distorted masculinity, or you may trigger distorted masculinity in how you empower yourself. This is how I'm talking to somebody that's some type of ancient spirit. You could be overthinking. A lot of things that you innately know, it's so easy to overthink it. When you just let yourself be, it can be the hardest thing or the most difficult concept if you're so used to trying hard or trying something about that. When you allow flow and just be, it won't get too much easier than that. But sometimes when you're unlearning control and unlearning this anxiety, to have to control something or to have to know something, it can be hard to find that flow. It can be hard to find that beingness, right? Like, how do you just be? And a lot of times, like when I was meditating, when I first started years ago, I didn't know how to just, like, that was such a hard concept to me. Of course, now I can say it. It's easier to say. And I'm saying that for a reason. It's easier said than done. And for somebody's willpower, I feel like you need to kind of accredit a sense of strength that you've had to move forward amidst situations that, or amidst, I think not even amidst situations, amidst situations that may not have understood or fully comprehended you. There's something about that. Black magic being thrown, or people forgiving people throwing like just hate at you, simply because of those differences. With the Seven of Pentacles, there's something about you being, whoever I'm tapping into, really like tapped in. Seven of Pentacles speaks to diligence, followed by the clear ability. Somebody's tapped in and somebody's connected. And when I say connected, they're connected to something. I don't know what this energy is, because the way, like, you can just tell by how it brings out my energy. Of course, just like a negative reads, not negative reads, but like karmic reads, or like when niggas are like, when we're expressing, like almost like spiritual core, it's different energy that gets brought out of me. But in this one, it's like such a weird energy. I got me expressing, pondering, let go of others' projections, they're only illusions. Something about alignment, being able to stay in alignment with yourself amidst things that are, whoever I'm talking to, your spirit's a little different than the world around you. Your spirit's a little different. It's gonna be a little different. There's something about you having that connection to yourself amidst situations, places, things that are naturally gonna almost like detach itself from you is what I'm getting, but it's really like a divine detour. because a lot of things are not resonant with you. I'm getting this feeling of like things being just naturally dissonant with whoever I'm tapping into, not you being dissonant with the world. It's like the opposite. It's really weird energy. The Five of Swords energy and the Five of Pentacles, I got this spread in the last read. The Sun energy, there's something about what you illuminate in your spirit about there's something you illuminate in your spirit about people that are in a win-at-all-cost energy or in an obsessive energy. There's something about you having a wise, mature spirit. And there's something about you being ahead of your time or something like that. And when I say ahead of your time, there's something about wisdom. You could be older, could have had always, there's some sense of always having some type of wisdom to you. With the Five of Pentacles and Five of Swords, I think you show people where they're like, it's almost like I'm getting that young grasshopper kind of connotation. So I could be speaking to a spiritual teacher, sensei. It doesn't have to be those things, right? But you could be serving the role of like a karmic teacher, which could be the equivalent of such, right? So with the Sun energy, there's something about you illuminating wisdom for those that may see lack mindsets being in a win-at-all-cost energy. You make people see a bigger perspective. So whoever I'm tapping into, you make people feel like a child, like with your wisdom. There's something about that. That's literally how I got it. I don't know. You make people feel young. You defeated. I'm not being guys to take that. Defeated odds. I could take that. You're very powerful. I was going to say, I'm not taking that. With the Magician energy, these are more aligned. You're very powerful with a Magician energy. When I get the Magician energy, it speaks to somebody that's very tapped in, energetically knows what they're doing with energy, and knows how to cultivate energy, or at least is aware of energy. So there's something about your wisdom with cultivating energy that other people with the same cultivation or ability to do such, they may learn a bigger perspectives or may learn a bigger picture from you. Or it doesn't have to be people that are learning from you. It could be just through experiences that you make people see the bigger picture. That right there is my last one. I think it's my longest read I've probably done in a while. But this was actually one of my most interesting ones. I want to watch this back because I wanted to, I know it didn't, feel like it didn't flow as cohesively as I wanted it to, but I think it could just be me being a perfectionist, that Virgo energy. But either way, if you need a person with me, hit up Shamika-san with a C and Shamika@gmail.com. All your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes are so very appreciated. And I got my second general of the day, so we're going to go ahead and start on my personals. But peace out, y'all.